Hey, welcome to Why Your Manifesting Isn't Working. Here's the deal. You've written the affirmations, what, like 55 times for 5 days? Isn't that the jam? And all you manifested was a hand cramp. Frustrating. You've shoved crystals in your bra, and all you've manifested are some bruised tatas. Nobody loves that. Okay. Sorry, guys. Nobody loves that. Maybe you've watched The Secret. Maybe you love The Secret. You've read the book. It's great. But the secret about The Secret is they kept the how a big stinking secret. Okay. I know. Super, super frustrating, right? So when you want to manifest something, like the life that you are dying to live, that you are loving and thinking this is the greatest thing, it's all over your vision board, and sometimes the stuff works and sometimes it doesn't, is because you're not sure of the how. And I do want to commend you for something. I want to give you huge credit, and you need to give yourself some huge credit, because even through all of this craziness, I love crystals. I do. Y'all, I have them on my desk. I have all the crystals. If I show you back here, you can see them. They're all right in there. I love them, but they are not the manifesting power that you're looking for. Okay. And I love The Secret. I loved it when it came out. I loved the movie. I loved it. Okay. And yeah, I have an entire course on how to write the best affirmation for your situation. But that is not where your power lies. So if you're wondering why you're the one left out of the big secret, that all stops now. Because, girlfriend, I got you. So how about this? Before I even get started, I want you to go in the comments. I want you to tell me, what is your biggest pet peeve, or maybe the goofiest thing you've ever heard that's going to help you manifest stuff, like in like a hack or something. Okay. Like somebody said, oh, manifesting hack or hack the universe or whatever. And you're like, this is ridiculous. Go ahead and put it in the comments, because I want to hear it for two reasons. One, I probably will give you a whole hallelujah, amen, but I will also probably make sure that if it's something I have not heard yet, I'm going to make sure I write that down, and I do not teach that way, or that I'm like, I go through my stuff, I'm like, that, because that is not what we do here. Here is spiritual, practical, and no BS manifesting, so that you can get your manifesting misfires stopped and your manifesting desires started. So that said, here's the thing nobody taught you about your manifesting. I think this is a biggie, especially lately. I've been doing this since 1989. And probably hell, we all have been doing it since birth, but really, really being a student and being a teacher and being a practitioner since 1989. And I viscerally remember the first time I manifested something like on command. And I want to tell you that it never was supposed to be a hack. Never, never, never. Never was it to be a hack. Never was it to be like, do this thing, this one thing, and you'll get whatever you want. It's not about clicking the put it in my cart and it comes in 2 days kind of a thing. It is about a state of being. And just like you can't hack your body into running a marathon without training, and creating a practice and training and doing all that stuff and having all that in place for yourself, you cannot hack your body, mind, or your energy into manifesting big dreams without a training practice in place either. Okay. So that's the big thing that I want you to take away. So, the thing is, everyone is teaching this stuff with rituals and methods and activities, like do this, burn that, say this 55 times. And that is great. It really is, because it's a focal point, but it's not a practice. It is not a practice. Like meditate, there's no meditation hack, right? I don't think I've ever seen somebody go, I have your meditation hack. And if they did, it was like clickbait because there is no hacking that. It's just not. It's a practice. And even every spiritual modality, whether you do intuitive readings, channeling, cards, astrology, crystals, healing, energy healing, people talk about it's a practice, not a done. And it's the same with manifesting. So when people give you a hack and I want your spidey senses to go off because that's not a practice. That's teaching you to place your divine manifesting power in something external to you. The crystal, the affirmation, the candle, the sage leaves, the cards, what have you. And again, don't get me wrong. You've seen me read cards. I read cards, I channel, I do all the things, but I do them from the perspective that I am the one in charge, because you cannot give away your power and expect to use it at the same time to manifest the stuff that you want. I'm going to say that for the people in the back. You can't give away your power and expect to use it at the same time to manifest what you want. It just doesn't work that way. So here's what no one is teaching. No one is teaching you how to get into a state of command on command. Nobody. They're teaching you how to get into a state of command for like a minute. And they're not even calling it that, so you don't know that's what you're doing. So what that means is learning how to remember that you are always in command, whether you know it or not, whether you choose to give away your power or not. That in itself is being in command, because you're commanding your power away. You command your manifestations, not the crystal, not because you're manipulating or forcing the universe to do anything, but because you are the universe. Again, for the people in the back, you are the universe. The universe is testing me. It's not, again, external to you. If you are into the many laws, not just the law of attraction, the universal laws, the law of oneness is we are all the universe. We are all the same energy. We're just extensions of that energy. And that said, if you are the universe, it's time for you to start acting like it and stop giving away your power to hacks, items, rituals, and start practicing being in command on command. Because once you do that, then your manifesting will be off the hook. You'll start manifesting like a mofo instead of losing your manifesting mojo to a bunch of rituals and hacks that may or may not work because they don't address the core thing that needs to be taught. That's why things work or maybe don't work, is because you're not clear on where the core of your power is. And that's what I'm talking about. I want to remind you that if there's nothing else you take away from this video or any of the other videos on my channel, the one thing that you need to take away is you are the universe. That means the core of your co-creative power lies within you. You're an extension of source energy. You're a divine child of the universe. You are a divine child of the ultimate creator, thusly a co-creator to you. Therefore, anything and everything you witness is a mirror for you, whether it's reflecting stuff you want to see or reflecting stuff you need to work on. And it's also a check-in for you to know when you're on point with your manifesting. Are you in alignment? Is what you want aligned with your energy? Is it aligned with fear, or is it aligned with love and your faith, and you're good with the universe? Like, this is what I want. You're the what and the why, and the universe is the where, when, and how. Like, you're good with that. And when you're not good with that, it'll be a reflection and it'll show you. But I want to be clear about something. I am not knocking the rituals. I love a good vision board. I love going to vision board parties or hosting. I love them. I think they're fun. It like totally engages the kindergarten creative juices. I mean, give me a glue stick instead of hot glue and I am a happy camper because I won't burn myself. And I can cut out little pictures. You don't have to be an artist to do a vision board. You just need to have a dream. And I love that. I love vision board parties. I love the crystal room at my local woo-woo shop. I freaking love hanging out in there. You can, like, if I'm down there, you can totally, that is the room you will find me in if I'm not doing readings there. I love my crystal collection, probably more than I should. And like, it's, I go to the shop and if I buy more rocks and I come home and the man's like, don't you have that rock already? I'm like, yeah, but I don't have this particular rock because they're so pretty. I mean, why would I not love them? These are tools, though. They are awesome, amazing tools that'll support, not put you in, support your command mode. These will not get you anywhere, though, if your energy management is not locked in. And that's another thing that I want you to be aware of. So again, if you are understanding the power lies with you, you are the universe, learning how to get in command mode on command as a practice, and that has to be locked so that you can consistently manifest the stuff you want. It's not about making a list on a new moon and hoping that they come about by the full moon. It is about knowing where you are and being on your center all the time, because energy flows where focus goes, and we got to get your focus under control so you can direct it on command. Okay? Your power was never in the bay leaf or the crystal or the candle, or if, it's always been in you. Bottom line, always. So the only way that I ever manifested all the stuff that I have, whether it's rebuilding our house after the flood in Nashville in 2010, where our house was ruined. I mean, like we couldn't live in it for a year, and manifesting all the people that showed up. I could not have even, I didn't even call anybody. They just showed up. And all of the cash flow that showed up to help fix that house. And in the time since then, manifesting, I think it was like we manifested $5,000 twice in like less than 3 hours with stuff. Oh, yay, I got a thumbs up for that. And I mean, we manifested the new house we just purchased a couple of years ago, like literally wrote the list down when we were driving to the town we finally moved to. And literally the house was not even on the list that our realtor met us to do the tour. She was like, "Hey, I have to go pick up my kids. Go look at this house. I've heard good things about this neighborhood." And we go there. It had pretty much everything on the dang list. Manifested trips to Scotland, manifested trips to Italy, manifested healing in ways that I can't even tell you. That stuff doesn't happen from practicing hacks. It happens from having a practice versus a hack. It manifests that way. So if you're sitting there, thinking, this sounds great. How do I do this? What do I need to do? I'm doing a whole bunch of videos on this, and I will be linking them in the description. If I am tech savvy enough, I will put them wherever people put them on the screen so you can see it and just click around to get them. But this is a whole series, and I want you to be here, be present for yourself, and start treating this like a practice, okay? But before we even do that, I've created a quiz for you, and it's free. It's on my website. So if you're thinking like, how do I actually figure out where my block is? How do I deal with that? What do I do? I want you to go into the description. There is a link there for my quiz. It'll give you a couple of questions to answer, 2 minutes, and it will give you your archetype, your manifesting archetype. Now, this will change as you go about your journey, because you're not going to be the same tomorrow as who you are now, as you're not the same as who you were yesterday, or in years from now, or weeks from now, or months from now, or before. So every time you do this and check in, you might find that you are in a different spot. And that's okay, because that's just, we're always shifting. But I based all of the archetypes on the feminine archetypes from Carl Jung so that it's rather familiar. And then you'll receive at the end a little note about what's going on and how to fix it, so that you can kind of start a practice down that road. And also ways that if you wanted to chat about it, that we can. So I would love for you to go ahead and check out what's your manifesting archetype, the quiz, and maybe you can put in the comments after you get it done, come back and tell me what it is, or send me an email or whatever. But either way, that's for you. And I want to make sure that you have that to take away from this first video. If this is the first video in the series you're watching. If not, you may have already done the quiz. And if so, go ahead and let me know what you got in the chat. So next up, I will have another video, which again, like I said, if I am tech savvy, I'll put it up here somewhere. But if I am not, it's already in the description. So you can go check it out. And I'm excited to share that with you. And I'm going to, in that video, it's one of my first go-tos that I teach every single client. It will start shifting how you see things. It'll shift your energy. It'll shift a lot of stuff and help you really start that process of creating a practice for yourself so that you can start manifesting the dreams and the dream life that you want. So I hope to see you in the next video. Come on back. And until then, I'll see you in the vortex. So I love y'all so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.